From vinyl music sounds to lively verbal go-arounds,
this is Into the Runout.
Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Episode 14.
Yeah!
We're churning away. We are talking about food songs on this episode.
Yes!
Me and Tony love food, and we both love music, so the world will collide as we talk about both subjects as we approach Thanksgiving.
Yes!
One of the foodiest times of the year.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, this is an episode that I can truly sink my teeth into.
I like that. Do you write your own jokes? He's got a list.
I got a list. That's right. I'll be here all week, folks.
Hey, before we move on, I want to thank everybody for watching our show every week and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already on YouTube or any of the other platforms, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I can see one of you watching now hasn't done so yet, so we're going to wait patiently as you hit that button.
Absolutely. It's way better when you subscribe because it'll keep you informed of the comings and goings of our podcast when we're doing special things and normal things and, surprising things. It's better to be a subscriber.
Yes, and we're going to let you know when we post new episodes, so we'll keep you abreast of the situation. And
Absolutely.
Speaking of abreast, let's talk about turkey breasts and all sorts of food. Man,
Turkey, dressing, stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy.
So you like the staples at Thanksgiving?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Same. We're starting a new tradition, actually, the past few years. Each member of my immediate family, so 4 people, we pick a special dish that we're going to cook to go along with the standard stuff. So whether it be dessert or a side or something unique, and then each person has to head it up and make it themselves. And we try and introduce, possibly, if it's really good, we introduce that into us as a staple for each forthcoming year. So that's a new thing we've been trying to do.
Nice. So what was the new staple last year?
I don't know what I had for dinner last night. I knew you were going to ask me that. All sorts of things. I mean, if you could think of it, that's what we've tried.
Well, believe me, like one year, the wife, she did like about 8 different sides. She was in a zone one year, so it's like, green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole.
What's your favorite casserole?
Ooh, I love me some good green bean casserole. There's no doubt about it.
I was going to say, that's probably my favorite too.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody that's listening, put in the comments. We're kind of interested. I am anyways, to see what kind of food you like at Thanksgiving. And don't say turkey. Leave turkey out. We get turkey. But let us know.
Unless it's an interesting variation, like deep fried Cajun turkey or,
right.
Something that's outside the normal bent, because I've done the deep fried turkey, and I got to tell you, that's pretty darn good.
I've seen too many YouTube videos of people doing the actual deep fryer outside, and the turkey shoots out like a cannonball. So
right, yeah, that's
I don't touch that.
No, and we certainly don't want the turkey. The WKRP, the turkey toss episode. We definitely don't want that happening either. It's funny. I didn't know about that forever, and only in the last recent years have I been clued in on that iconic moment. And it's just like, oh my Lord, just the funniest 5 minutes of television you'd ever want to watch. And then, the end, he walks in the door. I said, hand to God, I really thought a turkey could fly. Like, wow.
Was this Les Nessman?
Yeah, Les Nessman, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He always had some sort of an injury, a bandage on his body,
yes.
And he was a little bit clueless, but he was a lovable character on the show.
Oh, he was absolutely a lovable character. Yes, we definitely had sympathy for poor Les that day as he watched these poor birds smashing through windshields and people running every which way.
Was that the episode where it sounded like he was doing kind of a War of the Worlds play?
Yeah,
like...
yeah. Yeah, it's like, okay, something's coming out of the back of the plane and waiting for a parachute, and oh no, it just smashed to the ground. It's a big turkey. They're falling. They're falling like bombs or whatever it is, like going through the windshield. Oh, the humanity, people running everywhere.
Yeah, that's the funniest episode, I think, of that show's run, and
Oh,
probably top 10 of all sitcoms.
oh yeah.
At least of
Yeah,
that era for sure, but because I haven't seen all sitcoms, so I can't say for sure, but it ranks up there.
It ranks up there for
hilarious.
sure. Yeah, it's pure hilarity, and they're all there in the studio listening, and then it's like, okay, the signal goes, and they're right back. Thank you very much, Les.
Poor Les. All right, food, music.
Food.
Let's go.
Music.
We got a whole list.
Go.
I don't even know how many we have on this list, but we're going to go down the list, and we're going to mention them and talk about them and make ourselves hungry as we go along.
Yeah, really. I'll be ready for some lunch for sure when this is all done.
Well, we're going to start off with kind of an iconic song. We're going to start off with a bang. First on my list is Don McLean's "American Pie."
Wow.
An anthem of a song.
Oh, for
not necessarily about food, but
no,
it mentions pie in the title, so it makes our list.
It does. Yeah, I mean, one of the most iconic songs of all time, and just the pie reference is strictly for just food's sake. That's about the only thing that makes up that song. But yeah, very.
But it's about the day the music died. So you're
Yeah,
talking to
very
Big
much.
Bopper and Richie Valens and Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly, absolutely.
Yep. Okay, our guy, beachgoer Jimmy Buffett, Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yep.
First time I heard that song, I was at a mutual friend's house, Joe. You know Joe.
Oh yeah, of course I know Joe.
He had the CD, and we just cracked up listening to this song. It's just at the time, it just sounded like an oddball, goofy song. Who sings about cheeseburgers? But when you listen to the song,
who sings about margaritas?
Exactly.
I mean,
But when you listen to the song now, just such in that carefree beach mood, cheeseburger in paradise, whatever. And he wants all the condiments on there, and it's a good song.
And I mean, they've obviously opened up a cheeseburger in paradise restaurant in the spirit of the song. And I mean, for those, I mean, there's nothing more American than a cheeseburger. I mean,
Nope.
in fact, in the song "Living in the USA" by Steve Miller, there's a little segment. There's like one of the last things you hear Steve Miller saying is, "I'm going to give me a cheeseburger." So, yeah, so cheeseburger has definitely shown up in music more than once out there in pop culture, but it definitely is it's a piece of Americana, the hot dog and the cheeseburger.
Are you a fan of Jack Johnson?
I have heard of Jack Johnson. Yes,
he's kind of in the beachy vibe as well.
Yeah,
he had a song way back when for, I think it was, I don't know if it was written for the Curious George soundtrack, but Banana Pancakes. That's one of his most popular songs.
Yes.
Have you ever had a banana pancake?
I can't say I have. I've
chocolate chip pancakes?
Oh yeah, the wife
Okay.
the wife makes very good chocolate chip pancakes. She takes the small mini morsels and adds them to the mix, and
Nice.
yeah, they are very good. And she has taught me, because I always was more of a maple syrup guy when it was the right kind of pancake, but she's taught me that when you do a chocolate chip pancake, you should have corn syrup on it. Because what the corn syrup does is it kind of complements the chocolate and not compete with it. Because if you get a maple syrup, the maple overpowers the chocolate, but the corn syrup really complements the chocolate.
That's
and you get this
interesting.
really, really good infusion of the chocolatey, bittersweet flavor and the corn syrup flavor and the texture of the pancakes, and you get this really, really good marriage of flavors. And it is definitely the way to eat a chocolate chip pancake.
Okay, we're on the third song, and I'm hungry already.
Right? We might have to break for a lunch break in between before we finish.
I think it's time you got to pour some sugar on me.
Oh yeah, we got to sweeten this baby up.
Def Leppard.
Yep.
Off of probably their best album, I guess, commercially.
Oh yeah, Hysteria. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it was a juggernaut. It remains a juggernaut. There, I think, as far as some of the one of the last great iconic albums. That's definitely one of the ones that just kept going.
Yeah. Song that you just turned me on to, Function Junction at the Junction
Yes,
by Shorty Long.
Shorty Long. Yeah,
Tell us about
it's
it.
it's a fun little kind of like it's kind of Motownish. It's got this piano thing going on, and it's it's just I'm getting ready for the function at the junction because everybody's gonna be there. We got Ling Ting Tong from China and Long Tall Sally from Carolina, and we're serving egg foo young and barbecue, having chicken dumplings and kidney stew, having a heap of fun till the break of dawn. Gonna shake a tail feather, shoot him fo he run, hold a shotgun on the rooster and dare him to crow, hot foot anybody sleeping, make him get out on the floor. I mean,
Wow.
it is a fun little song, and it's but yeah, it's got lots of food references. But yeah, I want to go where they're serving egg foo young and barbecue. I mean, come on now.
I've never had egg foo young.
Oh, I had it finally in my 30s. It's just eggs with this brown gravy all over the top of it, and oh my goodness, when it's done right, it's good stuff.
Back to dessert, Strawberry Fields.
Ah, yes,
By the
forever.
Beatles.
By
Forever.
the Beatles. Forever.
Nothing about food. Barely about
No.
strawberries. Just about a place called Strawberry Fields.
Yep. And in the end, you could hear Ringo going in the background talking about cranberry sauce. So yeah, there's that reference.
No, he said I buried Paul.
Uh-oh. Yeah, hand me the tinfoil. We're going conspiracy theory. Hear it into the runout. Yeah, which one is it? I buried Paul or cranberry sauce? I don't know. He did it in such a thick British accent. It's open for interpretation, folks. Is it potato or potato? Is it tomato or tomato? Or shall we just call the whole thing off?
No. Let's not call it off. Let's move on.
No!
Let's move on. More dessert. Sugar, sugar.
Sugar,
Archies.
sugar. The
Remember the
Archies?
Archies?
Yep, they were. That song was initially pitched to the Monkees, but Michael Nesmith was having serious issues with Don Kirshner about the Monkees not giving the opportunity to play their instruments. So there was this little riff that took place, and Naismith kind of smashed his fist through the wall and said, "Yeah, that could be your face."
Wow.
So the Archie song, the Sugar Sugar got sent over to the Archies, and as I say, the rest was history for that short-lived band, but an iconic song that remains.
So I went to the store earlier today before recording and had to buy my wife some green onions. We're going to have ramen tonight. I don't know if you ever had ramen before.
Yes.
But a band known as Booker T and the MGs did a song called Green Onions back in the day.
Yep.
A great instrumental.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Featuring the great Booker T. Washington and of course, Steve the Colonel Cropper and the late Donald Duck Dunn. And I believe the drummer was, tell me if I'm wrong, I think his name was Al Jackson, but he did pass away back somewhere many decades ago. But yeah.
I'll check on that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the great, I mean, that was, Booker T and the MG signature song and an instrumental. And it definitely showed Booker T's wizardry on the organ and, just this amazing, group of guys, black and white together, becoming just this iconic kind of soul-based band under the Stax label. And it introduced the world to, Steve Cropper and Duck Dunn, of course, played on all of Otis Rennie's songs and became future members of the Blues Brothers. But yeah, that was their. Well, I was in a restaurant somewhere out in the Cal City back in the day that was open for a short time, and they were known for kind of like their Southern flair food. And on the flat screen TV, then one day when I was there eating, the couple of times I visited there and ate, they were showing this really old performance of Booker T and the MGs. I mean, Cropper and Dunn were clean shaven and a couple of kids up there with their bandmates, and they were just jamming away to Green Onions. I said, man, those guys are young. But yeah, iconic song.
So the Beatles had some sort of food fascination. They sung a lot about food, actually, if you look back on it. And one of George's signature songs, Savoy Truffle, talking about tangerine and all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's a fascinating topic. The only truffles I've ever had were the Lindt truffles with your dark chocolate and milk chocolate. Those are
delicious. Are you a pie guy, Tony?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you feel about cherry pie?
No, I prefer apple. I prefer Dutch apple. I prefer that's probably my one fruit pie. But yes, there is a cherry pie out there, and it was an iconic and little rather
let's admit it, it's all about the music video. That's all it was.
Yes, definitely.
Nobody cares about the song.
No, nobody does. No, that was definitely eye candy, and that's about what that song was. Unapologetic, shameless eye candy.
That was the 80s.
It was, and Warren
and especially
had no
hair
problem.
bands, hair metal for sure.
Yeah, and Warren had no problem pushing the buttons on that one.
Now, getting older, I've kind of gotten more into beach music. I've been turned on to Jimmy Buffett more lately by other friends and love that. And another band that's kind of crossed into that from country is the Zac Brown Band, and they have a song called Chicken Fried.
Yes.
Chicken Fried.
I have not heard Chicken Fried, but yeah. Chicken Fried. Tell me about Chicken Fried.
I don't know the lyrics, but man, that song is it's just a great song to listen to. It's kind of an interesting kind of country, guitar picking song. One of their earlier songs, but it's a nice kind of feel good song.
Nice.
I don't know if it's about fried chicken. It sounds like it is to me, but it says chicken fried in it, so it made our list. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah.
But it's a good song. All right, moving on. Another pie. How about custard pie?
Give me a piece of your custard pie.
Led Zeppelin.
Yep,
They're probably talking about something else other than pie, but
yeah. Well,
not
I mean,
sure.
we could certainly talk about pie: sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, chocolate chess pie, French silk pie. I mean, we could talk about pie all day long.
I'm a French silk pie guy and apple pie with the nice crumbly bits on top.
Oh yes,
A little bit of ice cream.
When I was young and ridiculously thin in my teens, I remember. I worked at the Baker Square for about 4 years, and yeah, I would bring home all the discarded cream pies, and it would horrify my mother. She would go to get her drink for the day and open up the refrigerator, and there was 4 cream pies. Like, what are we going to do with all these pies? I said, eat them. So she'd be on the phone with friends and family. Hey, would you like some pie? My son brought 4 of them from work. We've got caramel pecan silk supreme. We got French apple cream cheese. We got chocolate. We got Snickers. We got Heath.
I see a lot of movies where people go into their fridge in the garage and it's stock full of beer. And I could just see opening your fridge and it's stock full of pie.
Stock full of pie. That was the practice, because we had a freshness policy. After a couple of days, those pies were discarded. And to me, my attitude was you can't let a good pie go to waste.
Hey, Baker Square had great pie. Any good restaurant does. If you go to a great Greek restaurant too, they always have that glass thing right in the front as soon as you walk in and you're waiting to get seated. They're already telling you, don't forget about dessert. Hey, are you guys hungry yet? You could pause it if you want and come back and restart after you get yourself something to munch on and keep watching.
Absolutely.
Feel free. We'll wait.
Yep.
We'll wait.
Yeah, we will. We'll wait.
And speaking of, our last two episodes ago for our Rock and Roll Hall of Fame episode, I started adding chapters to our videos on YouTube. So now, if there's something that you want to go back to or skip ahead to, everything's labeled as best as I can. So if you want to get back to the Led Zeppelin custard pie part or whatever the case may be, you can scroll and look for it and start right where you left off. Or just go ahead and pause it and go get yourself something to eat, and we'll be waiting for you and start it up again. How do you feel about Catfish?
Ooh, that's probably one of my all-time favorites.
I love Catfish too. Four Tops had a song called Catfish.
They did. It came a little later in their career after they had kind of left Motown and moved on and kept doing some great songs, songs like King of the Castle and Something About Her and things like that. It just, or When She Was My Girl, actually. But yeah, Catfish was one of those songs in that 70s era where Levi Stubbs and Lawrence Payton and Obie Benson and Duke Fakir, they continued to belt out great songs. And yeah, Catfish, definitely a classic.
I'm a Four Tops guy. I love the Four Tops.
Oh, absolutely. One day we'll devote a show to the Tops and the Temptations, because
why don't we do that next season?
Oh, Let's
make a point. We've got some open dates to put some stuff in, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that idea for sure.
Yeah, because those two groups, they used to go sometimes together and perform and kind of do a showdown where they would play each, they would both sing a song, but either one of them, their body of work, two of the most iconic soul bands in the history of recorded music, and positively, yeah, they're just literally music to your ears.
I'm going to go on to another song. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Chocolate, and I'm going to guess, Tony, you don't know this band called the 1975. They're a recent band, just formed in the 2000s. A lot of good, catchy songs. They do use a lot of auto-tune, so they're a very current-sounding band, but they have a song called Chocolate, and it's probably one of their staple songs. Me and my daughter love that song. So
nice.
And I know some of our analytics show how old our listeners are, and some of you may know it, some of you may not, might not be in your realm, but give that song a listen. Chocolate.
Absolutely.
The 1975.
Nice.
Oh, George Harrison. He loves his apple scruffs.
Apple scruffs. How about that? He apparently had enough Savoy truffles, so he's time to bust out the apple scruffs.
And if you watch that, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you watch that anthology documentary, all he does is talk about his toast that he eats too. He loves toast.
I didn't know that.
George was a foodie. I'm telling you. George was a foodie. Ringo liked his beans, his Heinz beans.
Heinz beans. Wow.
He was a beans guy.
See, now you just mentioned when the Who went off their deep end. I can't help but think of Heinz beans, and there's Roger Daltrey just immersed in them.
I have it behind me. I can see it.
Yep, the Who sell out. And then was what was it? It was hold on, let me find the prop. Pete Townsend with the big massive roll on, whatever deodorant it was. And,
that had been Keith Moon's idea.
It probably was Keith Moon's idea. That sounds like something crazy Keith would think of. But yeah, the Who sell out. So yeah, they definitely sold out. And yeah, I mean, Heinz beans and Roger Daltrey are forever entwined. For those who have seen the image, it's kind of like if there's an image in the world that you can't unsee, once you see that one, you will never unsee it again.
All right, so let's mention a few songs here that we might just kind of breeze through. Song called Peaches by the Presidents of the United States. That was I think that was in the 90s, late 90s maybe.
Yeah, late 90s.
Mid late 90s. Milkshake, Brings All the Boys to the Yard by Kellis. That's a recent dance song, not too long ago. Harry Styles of oh, my daughter's gonna kill me. I'm having a brain fart. Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon Sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Another recent song, Cake by the Ocean, by a band called DNC. And
Not
then
to
we're
be
going to...
confused with Run DMC.
Nope. Candy Shop by 50 Cent. And then we'll slow it down again. We're going to get on to a song that we just talked about before we came on air. Taste of Honey.
Ah, yes.
Beatles.
Done the Beatles and the great Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Yep.
Anybody who knows their music knows that indelible little ditty, and it's got Herb sounding just dynamite on the trumpet with the brass playing away. Great little guitar and the sound of the drums, and
It's a good song.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Herb's a good listen. If you put on any of his albums, you could consider it maybe cheesy at sometimes, but you got to listen to the musicianship, the trumpet. I mean, he was a great composer, great trumpet player.
Well, I mean, I love the fact that, he created a band and gave it the unique name, and yet not one of his band members is from Tijuana, and yet they produced a sound that definitely made you feel like you were outside the border. And yet, Herb Alpert was true Americana in every sense of the word. Him and Jerry Moss were the founders and purveyors of A&M Records. He is a master, just genuinely generous philanthropist, and an individual in his 90s now who's still out there touring away, still playing his trumpet, and, and proving that his music is as timeless as he is.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he also do the dating game theme?
I think he might have. I think that was his.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. It was.
Let's see. I'm going to move on. Let's see. Hot Dog, Led Zeppelin.
Mm-hmm.
They love their hot dogs.
Yep.
Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something. That was a 90s hit.
Not quite sure what breakfast they had at Tiffany's, but it was, very, very special, very unique song. Very unique song.
Yeah. Overplayed, I think.
Yeah, in some ways. But, consider the decade. There was a lot of songs that were overplayed in the 90s. I mean,
unfortunately,
that could be a podcast in itself, but we won't go there because
I could only hear the Friends theme song so many times before I have to go to the toilet and take care of business.
Yeah, repetition over repetition. Yeah, that kind of summarized a lot of the 90s.
Prince had a tune called Starfish and Coffee. I've never eaten starfish, but I definitely like my coffee.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Lots of creamer, but yeah, definitely coffee. Yeah, I don't know what a starfish would taste like. Can't say.
No, I don't want to find out either.
No, I don't want to find out. No.
System of a Down, heavy song, Chop Suey. I like that song.
Chop Suey. Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard that one.
No, but I've had a bowl or two in my day with all the crunchy lo mein noodles that you throw in there. That was always the treat when Mom would make chop suey. It was like more crunchies the better.
Okay, so our boy, old school Hank Williams Sr. had a song called Jambalaya. On the Bayou. You like Jambalaya?
Oh yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's one of the most indelible foods of the bayou. That's some good gumbo and a good po' boy sandwich.
That touffee,
which I haven't had a good touffee, so that's something that I'm still searching out and gonna partake of one day. Touffee one day.
I saw this on the list when I was doing some research. Cab Calloway had a song called "Everybody Eats When They Come to My House," and I know the song. Have you ever heard the song? It's oldies.
I have not, but I certainly know that Cab put out some hip music back in the day. the man who gave us Minnie the Moocher.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're big fans of
some-
Cab from the Blues Brothers.
From the Blues Brothers. And of course, he threw down that version of Minnie the Moocher in the old style because that's the way John Landis wanted it. And I love the story too, because when Cab did the version of it, John kind of said, I think you could do better, Cab. And Cab went back a little gruff and a little irritated, and he belted out it. He's like, is that better? I said, yeah, that's way better. Thank you.
Imagine the cojones you have to have a young John Landis telling Cab Calloway, you can do better.
Yeah.
Wow. I would do that.
Cab had done a bunch of different versions of Minnie the Moocher. He did a modern version. He did just different musical versions. So he was riding high on new versions of it. So when he was being asked to do it in the old school, he was like, really? You want me to do old? But yeah, he gave it the best treatment. But everybody eats when they come to my house. Yeah. So
it's a good song. If you haven't heard it, listen to it.
I will definitely listen to it because I want to know what he might be talking about. He
talks about everything.
Oh,
it's a smorgasbord. He just lists them as the song goes on. So it's a fun, catchy song.
Well, now I gotta search it out. I gotta search it out so we can tease the reader with some samples. Here we go. Have a banana Hannah. Try the salami Tommy. Give with the gravy Davy. Try a tomato Plato. Here's a cacciatore Dory. Taste the bologna Tony. Come on now. Yeah. I would prefer it fried because that's what they do down here in the South. They fry that bologna up and it's definitely classic. Yep. And pass me a can pancake mandrake. Look in the Fendel Mendel. Yeah. Pastafalooza Tahula. Oh, do you have a bagel fagel? Now, don't be so bashful, Nashville. I mean, come on now. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good song. You're going to add it to your collection, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. That's good stuff. I love it.
From the Salami family is Bologna. And one guy that's serving us up today, that definitely is the chef de jour, Weird Al Yankovic. Man, he had so many songs about food.
Yep, a buffet of culinary samples from Mr. Weird Al. Give us a few, John.
Okay, we got Eat It.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one you think of.
Grab yourself an egg and beat it. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter, if it's boiled or fried.
Nope. Play off Michael Jackson's Beat It, of course.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Michael was so generous to give Weird Al the same location to film at. So, and Weird Al and all of his ingenuity was able to do that with Eat It and later with Fat, which, of course, was another reference. Fat, where, he didn't do too many food references in that song. He did say ham on whole wheat, but, But yeah, once again, took right the same spot where Michael did Bad, and Weird Al just taking the whole idea of shall we say, food consumption to a whole wider level.
Well, Michael Jackson seemed to have a very good sense of humor, so I'm sure they had a pretty interesting relationship with those songs. But
yeah, I think so. Absolutely.
That's okay. That's all right.
So so we
then,
have Eat It,
My Bologna,
yeah,
off the Knack hit, My Sharona,
and
I love Rocky Road.
I love Rocky Road, and my Lasagna, which was a take on La Bamba.
Yeah,
and one that's become one of my absolute favorites, Taco Grande,
which I forgot about until you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yep, his lampooning of Rico Suave, and just in the same musical style, Taco, boom, Grande, and Weird Al telling us everything you can get, for your Taco Grande.
So I don't know if you have any others on your list, but the one I have rounding us up is Polk Salad Annie.
Polk salad,
Man, it's an old song, and actually first heard it on the Ford versus Ferrari movie, and I love that version because I believe it's a kind of a mix of the original and Elvis's version with the background singers in it.
Yeah,
Great
it's
song.
it's a great song, and I mean, it's just well, when Elvis did it live, it's like that, and Proud Mary, the band would rev it up, and you'd hit the ground running, and Elvis certainly gave it a nice treatment too. But yeah, Polk Salad Annie, Gator Got Your Granny,
And the background singers are the whole time, not the whole time, but it's very catchy. It's like chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom.
Yep. Oh,
absolutely.
Chicka boom, chicka boom. Yep.
And it gets you moving.
Oh, it does get you moving.
It's a good driving song, as we talked about before.
Oh yeah, driving songs for sure. And I think one day we're definitely going to tackle driving songs, because that's
Well, my cup is empty and my stomach is also empty, so I'm hungry. You made me hungry, Tony.
Oh.
So I think it's time we hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, hit the
refrigerator and get some leftovers. And this is our Thanksgiving episode. We're going to be taking off for a little bit to enjoy our family time and our food that we've just talked about. So I hope everybody else has a great Thanksgiving. Yes. Anything to say to our fans and our subscribers, Tony, for this holiday season coming up?
Well, from the bottom of my heart, our family wishes you the very happiest of Thanksgivings. I hope you are able to find some quality time and enjoy those moments and enjoy those dishes. And we truly appreciate your support, your viewership, your willingness to take time out of your life and, listen to our humble offerings and this little humble podcast that we've endeavored to do. As we often say, we don't claim to know everything. We just claim to know what we know, and what we do know, we love to share and expound on. And, from vinyl music styles to lively verbal go-arounds is what we're all about. We love music and we love what we do, and we hope you enjoy it too. And we thoroughly hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family and friends.
Yeah, I don't have much to add to that. I'm very thankful for everybody that does support us. I really do thank you for supporting us, because we're, a couple old guys that shouldn't be doing this. We should just be sitting on the couch watching TV when we're not working and supporting our families. So, but this is, you could call it a hobby, but to me, it's just hanging out with Tony, because, we used to do this kind of thing back in the day in high school, whether we were forced to do it for a school project or we just want to do it for fun. And I have old VHS videos that I might release on like our 10-year anniversary if we get that far. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm thankful to have Tony for all these years, and thankful to have Jeanette taking care of Tony.
I'm so thankful to you, John. Thanks for a long, almost 40 years of friendship, and here's to many, many more years of fun.
Likewise. Cheers.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Salud. Salud.
Salud. Mine's empty, but I'll.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, that about wraps it up for episode 14. I hope everybody's hungry. Please don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, our main channel, and then on Facebook. You can follow us there and on all the social media sites. And we also do our audio versions on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts and Audacity and all sorts of places. So go find us and please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because that keeps us going and gives us liberty to do other special things in the future. And we do have a couple more episodes this year before we call it quits for this year, going into the new year. But we got some special things in store for you this year, and some extra special things next year as well. So until next time, when the music fades,
the discussion begins.
See you on side 2.
See you on side 2. Peace out.